This is the slab roller. Here you can roll out slabs of clay and also get clay that you need for your projects. Over here there should be a 25-pound bag of clay. If there's not a bag of clay in here or you run out, please go to the kiln room and get a new bag. Also over here with the clay should be a wire cutter. This is for cutting the clay. As long as you use it for cutting the clay, you should be fine. If you use it even threatening somebody like you're going to hurt them, then you will lose the privilege of doing clay. Alright, when you go to get clay, you've got the bag here. It's got a twist tie on it. Go ahead and take the twist tie off and then drag the edges down. And you can use the wire cutter to cut the clay with. Cut yourself a couple 1-inch slabs. And it cuts through pretty easily on here. And you've got yourself a couple 1-inch slabs. And the clay is going to be very soft. It's going to be like cream cheese right now. And then after you're done, if you're the last person in line, please close the bag. Either put the twist tie on it or turn it on its side. Now you've got yourself a couple 1-inch slices of clay. If you want to roll it out into a slab, you're going to set them on the slab roller and you're going to overlap them a little bit and try to pound down just a little bit if it's kind of tall. Pound it down a little bit so it's not a giant speed bump on the slab roller. You notice I'm putting the clay between the two layers of canvas. This way it rolls it out into a sheet. If you put it on top of this top layer of canvas, it's going to stick to the roller bar here, and you're going to spend the next 10 minutes trying to scrape the clay off of the roller. So now that I've got them rolled out, I'm going to roll this down and back. Okay, I've got a chunk that didn't get squished. It's okay. Let me just put it off to the side. Alright, so I've now rolled myself out a nice slab of clay. Every time you roll out clay, it's going to squeeze out water, which if you roll it and roll it and roll it, you're going to be squeezing out water and your clay is going to get dry. So try to be decisive when you're rolling out a slab. If I want the slab to be more square, I'm going to fold this over and roll it again. And it's a little bit more square. Now, if you find that there is this wet area here is really big, you're going to need to lay down some newspaper. So over here on the side, there is newspaper, and if you're worried about your clay going to be sticking, or you find that it is sticking, then instead lay the newspaper underneath, roll out your clay like normal, and then when you're done, take the newspaper off. Now if little bits get stuck to the clay, that's okay, they'll burn off in the kiln. And the big piece of newspaper needs to go into the trash. Another way to roll out sheets of clay is to use slab sticks. So if you don't want to wait in line for the slab roller, or if you prefer not to use the slab roller, you need to get 2 matching sticks, these are called slab sticks, and get yourself a rolling pin, and you need to work on top of a board here. Okay? When you go to roll it out, you're going to put a little bit of force behind it. So a lot of times, I first start by pounding it. And you need to make sure that the rolling pin stays above the slab sticks so that it won't get thinner in parts and not, we want an even sheet of clay. So as long as you keep the rolling pin above the slab sticks, it should roll out a nice even sheet of clay.